Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video, and today we have the Power Rangers in Space Phantom Ranger. It's a bit weird saying it's in space, even though he may have turned up once or twice. But obviously this is from Turbo, but obviously that's the one they wanted to go with. Well, all right. So basically, we got an interesting figure. We've got his weapons, some little effects and stuff like that. Not as big because we don't have a head for it, but we have the Phantom Ranger look there. Has it on the side, on the back, on the side, nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom. So if you like this sort of content and you want to hear and see more, hit the like button, hit subscribe, turn on all notifications. And with that, let's jump straight into the review. And here we are. Here is the Phantom Ranger. So you get his blaster, two hands, an effect piece, and then the ruby beam that goes off, and that is pretty much all you get. And here is the Phantom Ranger. He looks really good. Now, one thing I have noticed from, and I'm hoping it's not a loose figure, when I was superimposing him, his body felt really loose. I hope that's not that point, but we'll get to that part in a bit. So first of all, the figure looks quite nice. I've never really been a big fan of the Phantom Ranger. I felt like his suit from the show, from when I watched it, was boring and it wasn't that great, but from the look of this, it looks really nice. I love the way that the silver goes into the black. It feels like he's wearing a harness, like this is a prototype Ranger suit. It feels really awesome, to be fair. And I really just like the helmet. I like the fact you got red there. I don't like the fact that there is blemishes, which you probably might not be able to pick up, but roughly around about here, you'll see probably if we do a kind of a close-up. But I love the way that the figure is like kind of textured at the same time. So it's really nice for what we've got, especially since like just down here, you can see that the square parts are part of the costume, and then you've got the silver part. But again, it isn't properly painted, which really does kind of annoy me. But I do like the kind of arm parts, the leather around here. It's just all really nice. It's a really nice figure. Moving down, we can see that there are more kind of biker parts to it. That's what it kind of reminds me of. And then you've got gauntlets from, say, here to there as well. And it's a really nice shinier plastic. So if you notice that, it's just really wobbly. So I might get in contact with Hasbro about that one, because I feel like this figure needs to be a bit more adjusted, and it's not great for what it is compared to, like, say, the other figures. So I'm not happy with that. Looking down here, you can see definitely it's biker inspired. That's how I see this. So I really do here love the kind of the leg parts. It looks absolutely fine for what it is. On the back is very, very basic. That is just the texture of the actual figure, and the boots are exactly the same. And I do kind of like they have put attention to detail on the buckles and stuff like that. On the back, to me, it seems like they've really gone to a lot of time to kind of make it. It also feels like this is the most detailed back that we've got of this entire figure. And it's something they don't normally see, because mainly the rest of the time it's flat, there isn't much to it, and it's just kind of like one color. But we can see, like, even here where it says T on the back, you've got the kind of like the way that it all kind of combines together. You've got the silvers as well, and they're not just left black, which I'm kind of really happy about. But I really love what they've done with it. And very quickly, we can see that there is not really much detail on the helmet, but it is what it is. Looking at the articulation now, I'm very worried to know how it is. Now, that foot is really loose. That foot is also really loose. What isn't loose are these knees, because you kind of think, you know, you can tell that part of me is just like, I just don't care anymore. Like, why is it that these figures have to be redonkulously really, like, kind of hard to do? So that to me is a really off-putting, because you think that they would be able to sort the legs out, and that's why I feel lets down these figures. So lots of clicking. We can see there's more detail on that one, but he's still really loose. But you're able to pose him that way you want. Arm goes up like so. Hands move around, which is fine, just like that. Arms bend in like that. He's poking himself in the eye. So arms do come in, hands do twist, like so, like that. Head turns around, and it's kind of limited, but it's fine for what it is. As he doesn't come with a different head, it is literally just seeing what comes on. Now, this is his blaster. I don't know the name, so if you know, let me know down below in the comments. But I do like the fact that you have detail on it, and basically this is the turbo navigator. So if you know the name, but I do like the gun. I think it's one of my favorite ones. Then we have the Ruby Blast. So if we bring him forward and basically pop that in there. So he can fire a blast from his chest, which is quite nice. Or, I don't know why he's come with this. But if you wanted to put a blast, is it the other way around? So if you wanted to put a blast on him, or other people, you can do, but for him it's like, it's just really weird that you get a blast with this one, like a blast effect. And then you have two different hands, more kind of punching and stuff like that. And that's all you get mainly. And there we go. There's the Phantom Ranger. Now, I'm a bit kind of annoyed that he's really loose when, like, the up part of him. I feel like that's really annoying on my sort of side, because you kind of think that these figures are meant to be kind of a lot stiffer and not kind of really loose. Now that to me feels like the joints aren't properly done on that one, and it does kind of irritate me a lot more. The figure is nice for what it is. The detail on it is absolutely really nice for what you get, and especially with it being kind of like multi-layered. From what I gathered, there are some parts that are really shiny. There are some parts that are okay, but I generally do quite like this figure quite a bit, and it's not one of my favorite ones, but I'm more surprised at what it is than what I thought it would be. Again, the only downside I can see is just literally him being really loose, and that's not what I like, but you know, that is a thing. But for what it is, not bad. I probably would skip it, but because it's now part of In Space, it means now I've completed the collection of In Space Rangers, but mainly he's in Turbo, so I imagine that we're going to get another figure where it's just basically corrected and stuff like that. But accessories are fine. I still don't know why he comes with a blast chest one, but obviously they thought, well, you're not getting the head, so he doesn't come with many accessories, so that's what you get. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts? Did you have the same problem with your figure that I'm having with mine? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to hear and see more, hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on all notifications. And if I don't see you tomorrow, then I'll see you in a couple of days.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。